Mom. 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 Mama. Mama. Mama.
Okay, guys, you know what? Mama needs a timeout.
Hey guys, it's Nic and Lex, and we're bringing you episode 6, My Humps, My Bumps and Lumps and Stuff.
Ew, gross.
Look, it is what it is. We're in our mid-30s.
Ew. Check it out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or not.
Exactly. So,
wow.
This episode, we're really going to get into, body images, what we feel our perception of our body is after pre-kids and post-kids, really, and also where we're at today with our body confidence and everything like that. So
we're going deep today.
Oh, we're getting real deep.
Oh, damn.
We're getting body deep, DNA deep. So deep, we're looking at molecules. No, really, we're not. I'm just saying that. We're basically just talking about...
We're just BSing here.
Yeah, basically. Image. We're talking about... It's really mental,
yeah.
In all honesty.
It's all in your head. I always say that. It's all in your head.
But before we get into that,
crap.
know what we need to knock out? Knock it out.
Knock it out.
Yep, our highs and our low of the week. So, Lex, what's your high this week?
Why do I always have to go first?
Okay, fine, whatever. I'll do my high. So, my high is I am at a really good place in my work environment.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you know the struggles that I had beginning my position.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, I really found this being my second year going into working for this department in this position and this boss man. I found it to be completely a 180, and I'm very appreciative of it. And,
that's awesome.
You
I'm
know,
really glad to hear that.
I'm really enjoying the responsibility that I have, but also the trust that I have as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been really great, and that's really my high. Yeah. I got to make a form, guys. That's a big deal.
You got to make a form?
I got to number a form, too.
What?
Yeah, that's a huge deal in what we do.
It really is. I've never gotten to number my own form.
I mean, one day. So, anyways.
Okay, so what's your low?
Nah, son of a...
I know.
All right.
Hey, you're the one. You're the one who asks every week.
I know, right? My low would have to be, so as you all know, that I am very much a part of therapy as my self-care. And I think my low for this week would be my therapist asked me to connect with the emotional component of what I received from my mother. Ooh. And I know, right? It's so deep and Freudian in the way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know, but still, there's a lot of areas that need to be improved in the mother-daughter relationship. I guess a lot of past hurts that I need to kind of work through and process. And it actually feeds kind of into our topic today because how emotional pain has played into my weight gain in these recent years. So it's been a low because it's a hard and difficult subject to deal with, and I think people, especially myself, I don't want to say people, but especially myself, don't always put two and two together with emotional pain and being overweight or unhealthy, I should say. Mm-hmm. So
wow, that's a deep low.
It really is. It's an uncomfortable deep for me because I don't like to process negative pain. I like to just move forward and move on.
So
your high.
Highs and lows. Okay.
Yeah.
My high actually kind of ties into last week. Our kids are on their summer vacation, and I don't know about you guys. This has been the summer of doing nothing. For me. No, not in a good way. Not nothing like, oh, I'm just lounging around doing nothing. Nothing as in I feel I'm starting to feel that guilt about not doing enough with my kids, that kind of nothing. I haven't been taking, last summer I was taking my son for swimming like twice a week, and we were going to Schlitterbahn, and we were going to Six Flags, and we were doing all that kind of stuff. Well, this summer, I have not been able to do that for lots of reasons. So my kids have been sitting around playing video games a lot. But as of a couple of weeks ago, my husband, we spoke about it before, he's lost a lot of weight, and he works out a lot, he walks, he does a lot of physical activity. Well, he recently started doing yoga, and he recruited my oldest son, my 10-year-old son, to do yoga with him.
But that's so cute.
And that just made me so happy, because it's twofold. One, he's not sitting on the couch playing video games all day while I'm at work, which I just feel horribly about. So I'm really glad that's one thing. I'm glad he's getting off the couch and getting some physical activity and actually enjoying it. But two, I love that my husband and my son are bonding over yoga. Oh my God. That right there, that's damn. So that was my high for the week. I was so happy. My husband has been sending me pictures of them, and he even got my 5-year-old starting. Wait, is he 5? Yeah, he's 5. Sorry.
And when you have more than two,
not just that, there's always different kids in and out of this house.
Yeah, literally we had almost like a whole package of hot dogs, and I was just like, okay.
We had a 6-pack today, right? At some point, jeez.
Yeah,
of kids,
3,
not
4,
beers.
5.
But anyway, it really made me happy to see my husband, one, spending time with my kids, and then two, doing yoga. Yeah. I was just in shock. So loved it. High for the week. My low for the week, I know nobody likes talking about it, but it does kind of have a silver lining. It's all about perspective,
of course.
So my son is prone to getting what they call febrile seizures.
Your second son.
My middle son, yes, my 5-year-old. So he hadn't had one in about a year and a half. So we thought we were in the clear. We thought he'd already outgrown them, but no,
we were just talking about it too.
Yeah, we were. And then, nope, he got a fever. His fever was only 99 point something, but apparently it's not the temperature, it's the spike. It's going from 98 point whatever to 99 and just so quickly. So anyway, he got that febrile seizure. It was really scary. Fortunately, unfortunately, however you want to look at it, we've been through this before. So instead of taking him to the emergency room like normal, we took him to his regular doctor. His regular doctor really assured us, and if he has another one, he's going to go to the neurologist, all that kind of stuff. But, my husband was talking to one of his coworkers whose child apparently gets seizures twice a week.
Oh, man.
I
how?
Tear up just thinking about it.
Oh, that's horrible.
And, she was telling, she has other health issues as well. So anyway, my point is, as it's like, it just kind of puts things in perspective. Yes, my son gets febrile seizures. He's going to grow out of it. I know full well he is. But one, he was okay. So again, it's like my low for the week, that was scary. Nobody ever wants to see their child having a seizure, but at the same time,
not at all.
I mean, at least we know what it is. We know what caused it. Exactly. He's okay now. He, gave him some medication for the fever, and he's good. He's good.
It's so funny you say that, because with your middle child, it's like, oh, okay, we expect this, or not expect it, but you know what to do if that happens. Yeah. But if it's, say, something that happened to your first or your third child, it would be like, what the hell? Yeah. It's so weird how every child is different.
Yes.
You don't think they're going to be, but like even me with only my 2. My first son, if he's sick, I know he's sick because he shuts down. He's a very active child. He's like very like all over the place, but when he's sick, he's just laying on the couch, he's snuggling with mom, or he's just very downgraded. Where my baby is very much like, oh, you have 102 fever? Yeah. Because you act like you're normal.
And that's my baby too. Yeah. My 3-year-old. he can have 100 exactly like that. Mm-hmm. He can have 102 fever and still be running around the house playing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they are all so different. And and then it's kind of like, do I give him medication? Do I
exactly exactly? Even when he's like really like messed up, like when he's f***ed up, I'll be honest. Like I'll be like, oh. I feel like a crappy parent because, you know, like, oh, he's got like 102 fever and he has 3 infections.
Yeah, but he's still
like,
smiling.
But he's still running around like normal. So how did I know? So, but yeah, I get it. All right.
What are we learning today?
Humps and bumps and lumps.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, my humps are supposed to be a good thing. At least if you listen to Fergie and Black Eyed Peas, it is. And at a time it was. And that's what led into the bumps and the lumps.
Right.
So, well. So, you know, there's a really big movement with body image and self-acceptance. Mm-hmm. And I'm so 110 supportive of that. Mm-hmm. Like, you do you. What makes you feel happy, that's what you need to do in life.
Yeah.
I feel like women should not be judged by what the expectations of men or society put on them, but what they feel the most comfortable in. Mm-hmm. But they're also allowed to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know for myself right now, I had a baby less than 2 years ago, and as many women will know, you know, it takes a time for your body to really adjust. Mm-hmm. And I think with my first, it was about 2 years when I was like, okay, this crap needs to end and I need to lose some weight and get back into like, you know, the baby weight ain't cute when you're dealing with year 2, you know? Yeah. You can't wear maternity pants forever.
Maybe when you're breastfeeding and your breasts are like a triple H.
Oh, yeah. When your boobs are on point, your body's on point. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, to really understand where we are today, we need to look back into our past. And so I guess our first question would be, how has your ideal body changed through the years?
What I would like my ideal body to look like?
Exactly. Your ideal body image, or what, maybe not what your body looked like at the time, but what you thought it should look like.
Oh, okay. I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the 90s, when we were in about high school.
Yeah, heroin chic.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. Fiona Apple.
Yes, and that f***ed me up even then.
I mean, I can't say...
For me, it f***ed me up.
I guess it...
Fiona Apple was that heroin chic.
Yeah.
Like that super skinny. And that's always what I wanted to attain, but So I have a very mixed cultural background. Okay. And my father is Panamanian, which is Hispanic, and we have hips, and we have an ass, and we have, voluptuous curves to us. I was always very tiny on the top and thick on the bottom. Mm-hmm.
It's funny that you say that, though, because when I was younger, you know, we live, I don't know if you want to get real specific, but we live in an area where there's a lot of Hispanic culture. Mm-hmm. So before high school, especially in puberty, because I hit puberty early. I started my period when I was 10.
Oh
Sorry,
my God.
TMI.
I started mine at 14.
There you go. So you can feel my pain, I'm sure. I started my period at 10. I was wearing a size C, I believe, by the time I was in 6th grade.
Your boobs?
It sucked. Yeah. What else would a C be?
But they're not that big.
Yeah, well, they're still a C.
Really?
Yes.
What do I have?
You need to get a good bra fitting. Anyway, so by the time I was 12, I already had a C. I think I had a B cup in 5th grade. It was horrible.
Oh my God.
So at some point,
I was like a B throughout high school.
Really? Okay. I did not want to be, and it was part of it was my Hispanic culture. It's like I didn't want to look like, who did I have to look up to? Charo. I didn't want to look like Charo. Like
Charo.
Not that there's anything wrong with her. I actually think she's really talented, really beautiful. But yeah, I wasn't all into that. So I always wanted to be a skinny white girl.
For me, it's really weird because, okay, so I have Hispanic blood. Mm-hmm. And typically, I would identify with the Hispanic part of my family heritage.
Okay.
However, I'm also a 5'9", green eye, blonde hair person. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But my body, I was always very thin. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't a thin to where it was like heroin chic.
It wasn't heroin chic, yeah.
Yeah, it was very like I had curve. Mm-hmm. Even though I was thin, I had a curvy figure to me.
Yeah.
And so I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because that's not what was in at the time. Having an ass did not happen until like the late 90s Beyonce. When J-Lo and Beyonce came out and they were like, check this shit out. Mm-hmm. So growing up, you wanted a flat ass, you wanted very skinny arms, you wanted all of these things, and I just didn't have, I was thin.
TLC.
Yes, at 5'9", being 145 pounds, I was tiny, but at the same time, I had a big bone structure, so it just didn't fit. But then, again, when the late 90s came into play and curves were starting to be more acceptable, you know, then I understood, like, okay, well, I have a curvy body. And, you know, I appreciated my curves at that time.
You know who was one of my body image heroes?
Who?
And I don't think it's a bad thing. Gabrielle Reese.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was, I believe she was 5'9", 175, if I remember correctly. And if I do remember correctly, that's really sad. But I remember because I just thought it was incredible that this woman could be 5'9", 175 and look like that. Like, oh my God. She had muscle. But she was a positive body role model for me, I believe.
Yeah, she was. And I remember her because she was in a lot of the MTV House of Style and like different things. Yeah, she was.
I didn't know that. I just knew her as a professional volleyball.
No,
Olympic.
she is, but I'm actually looking her up now, and she is actually 6'3".
Oh. I thought she was 5'9".
No, well, she's a lot taller than me. But yeah, I mean, she was one of the women that proponed the, you know, athletic body type. Now, I've never had an athletic body, and that is something that I would strive to achieve. But it wasn't until the late 90s, early 2000s where these women, and even then, if you look at Britney Spears at that time, and you look at J-Lo, and you look at, like, Fergie, and you look at, you know, the different women that came out during that time, they were very different from the heroin chic, but they were still
skinny,
tiny compared to what the average American woman was.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're very body positive with, you know, Chrissy Metz from This Is Us.
Oh, yeah.
And Ashley Graham, who's a
gorgeous.
big proponent. Who, Ashley Graham or Chrissy Metz?
Chrissy
I mean,
Metz.
both are
they
gorgeous.
But
both
Chrissy
are
Metz.
gorgeous.
And then have you Dietland?
Oh, yeah.
That new show, Dietland. That woman, I don't know her name off the top of my head. She is incredible. She's gorgeous. Oh my God. And I admire her. When I watch her, the only thing I'm thinking the entire time is, do you realize how beautiful you are? Because of course her character doesn't. But I wonder if she does. I need to read up on that.
I get that. I guess this kind of leads into our next question.
Okay.
How has your body, not image, but how your body has changed through the years?
Like my actual body?
Yeah, your physical. Yeah, I mean, okay, we've had kids, so it's
gained weight.
A war zone. But for me, I also have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, which has affected my body in my late 20s to now, basically. And
that's rough.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I deal with on a daily. But, you know, for somebody that grew up who was very thin and then had a very traumatic incident with my father passing away at age 22, and then weight kind of gaining steadily, being in a not so positive relationship, you know. So anyways, but that put a lot of stress on me, dealing with my father dying, who was literally my best friend, and being in a negative relationship added to me gaining a lot of weight in a time frame that I was not happy with. I was 250 plus pounds when I left my ex. I lost 40 pounds when we broke up.
Okay.
Growing up, I was always the most, maybe 165.
Oh my God, you were a stick.
Yeah, like literally my thinnest was 145. And
Shoot.
at 5'9", that's
yeah,
very
that's heroin
thin.
chic.
Yeah, literally heroin chic. And so now I'm at the point where I'm overweight for what I am comfortable with, trying to figure out the best plan to lose it. But it's difficult when that plan is in self-care, and I'm a person that puts others before myself, and
You're a mother.
So. I am, yeah, I'm a mother, but at the same time, there's more than just being a mother, because I don't want to say that's the only reason.
Yeah.
But I'm working on it. I'm working on my balancing or harmonizing, as we said in our last episode, of my professional dedication to my personal self-care. So that's kind of my journey.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's, you mentioned a lot about emotional and like weight gain, but so does that affect your, I mean, I know this is probably a dumb question, but so does that affect your body image?
Yes.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, okay, so I am accepting to the weight that I am now currently. I do not think you need to be thin to be attractive or beautiful or acceptable in society. However, at this moment, the weight that I am, I do feel uncomfortable and I am not okay with. Mm-hmm. And I want to better my health.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of my journey in this process. How has your body image changed throughout the years? Because I know that's been different for you, being younger, being a mom at 24, and allowing your body to change through pregnancy and all that. Which I'm going to say is a bit. And I swear to God, okay, so I watch Southern Charm. I don't know if anybody of our listeners do, but the man does not give you children. You give them children. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, whatever.
You've had 3 babies.
Yeah, I have. And
your body shows that. What? My body shows 2 babies. Okay. Like your body has those. I think even if I became thinner, which is something I'm striving to do, I would never want to take away my stretch marks. I would never want to take away the battle scars that I received from growing human beings inside my body.
Well, here's the kicker for me.
All right.
I got stretch marks when I was like 19.
Yeah, I never had that.
So yeah, I would take my stretch marks away in a heartbeat. Oh. They mean nothing to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, okay, wait. So what was the question? How
has your body image changed?
Your body image. Yeah, okay. Not necessarily the ideal body that you want, but like how is your body image, your personal? Okay.
Yeah. Just how has it changed?
Okay. Well, okay, before I had mentioned Dietland and I couldn't remember the lady's name, the girl's name, Joy Nash. If you want to Google Joy Nash to see a beautiful, voluptuous woman, isn't she gorgeous?
Super.
She is. She's gorgeous. And okay, again, ideal body. It's funny because I've told you this before. It's like I've been all over the place on the scale. My weight goes up and down. Constantly. Yeah. I've been 230 pounds and I've been 130 pounds. And I can honestly say that at 130 pounds, I did not have any better body image than I did at 230. Yeah. I really didn't. Which doesn't make any sense. It's like
it does.
It
really does, yeah.
Even at 130, I still felt fat, or I still had fat that I wanted to get rid of, or I still had body problems and stretch marks and like all the stuff that you can have.
Exactly.
So it's taken a long time, but my body image has really changed. I've gotten to the point which I'm really happy about, at least right now. Yeah. Ask me next week. Next week it might be something different, right? But as of right now, I love my body. Okay. I really do. I love my body. I have lumps and bumps and all that kind of stuff, but I am at a point where I can appreciate my body.
Okay.
And I know that sounds so...
No,
it does. I know it does, because when I was in my 20s, I used to think, shut the up.
Yeah. No, I guess I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but I do. I appreciate... I'm at the point where it's like, I'm blessed to have a good, able body that can get up, take care of my children, walk, run, whatever I need to do. I mean, I'm very able-bodied. Oh my gosh, I used to be so obsessed with sizes. Mm-hmm. I remember I would go and, you know how sizes change all the time. You go one place and you're a size 10, and another place you're a size 5, whatever. And even when I was pregnant with my first son, I didn't want to get over a size 6. I remember that was like a big thing with me.
Yeah.
And now I don't care about size. I just care about if something fits me. The other day, I bought...
Well, they said the sizing...
It's so off. It really is.
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter.
It's so discriminatory, and it's like so different from
you
place
can go to
place.
Old Navy and be...
Which I love.
Which I do love too. But, I mean, I can go to, one place and be a size 8, and then another place and be a size 12, 14, and it's just...
Very true.
But I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter as long as I feel good in those clothes. And I'm glad I'm at that point. I remember longing to be at that point. I'm glad that I'm there. So that's...
yeah. Mm-hmm. I completely understand what you're saying, because
I bought... I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go.
I bought 2 bathing suits this summer.
Awesome.
Which, I mean, come on, that's huge. That's...
Seriously.
Usually, I never would buy a bathing suit unless I absolutely, I didn't have one, or I didn't have one that fit me.
Yeah.
So, the fact that I bought 2, and I didn't need them, I have another bathing suit, but I bought 2 bathing suits this summer, and I'm not a size 2, guys, I'm not a size 0. I'm 5'6", 175 pounds right now, which is not ideal. But I feel good, and I got cellulite, and I got stretch marks, and I'm okay with that.
Though... For me, I understand what you're saying about accepting my body, because, like, the fact that my body has produced 2 children from it, I accept that part. Like I said, I accept my stretch marks. I see my stretch marks as, like, a badge of honor.
Okay.
I made children, grew them to full term, and delivered them from my body.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't like the... handle bags, you know what I mean? Like the
battle scars?
Yeah, the love handles. I had 2 C-sections, and for the mamas out there with C-sections, we have our own battle scars. Yes, we did not birth our children in traditional manners, but it does not mean that we did not give birth to our children. Because I'm sorry, I was sliced through 6 layers of muscle and skin and just whatever it is in my body, to the point where they reached the room and pulled my children outside of me. And I have that C-section self, that lovely parting gift that we get as C-section mamas, where...
Are you talking about the shelf?
The shelf.
Yeah.
The shelf. Yeah, I have it. And I never had that before. And it with you. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just like, oh, I just have like a pancake stomach. That's how I feel. So where everything up to that point of where they sewed me up on the top half, it all spills over.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, that's fun. So it's like I get this little pancake stomach on top of my
apron. I've heard people call it an apron.
I get that. Yeah,
okay.
I can get that. I can catch what that's throwing, in all honesty.
Apron.
So I'm super happy for you and being at that point in your journey, because I know it's been a big part of your journey, like being active versus working out versus eating well and we don't realize how much of a subconscious thought all of that narrative is versus what is our realistic day-to-day.
Yeah.
Like if I eat this cookie versus eating a salad, in my head, am I going to be like, I shouldn't eat this cookie. This cookie I shouldn't eat. This cookie's going to... And how long is that berating in my head over one cookie?
It's funny because I have come to feel that, me, We've talked about my woo-woo.
My woo-woo. Yes.
I honestly believe that if you feel like that, like you're creating it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And not you, I mean you in general, because I used to do that too. But I believe that. I believe if you feel this cookie is going to make you gain 5 pounds overnight, whatever, or look like it, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, whether it really happens or not, you don't know, but it's happening in your mind. Because I've had that happen before, where it's like I'm feeling guilty about eating something, and the next day I look like crap. But do I really look like crap? I mean, do I look like crap to anyone else? It's probably all in my head. And I've finally gotten to where it's like I realize that doesn't help. And I mean, and that doesn't really help either, because then it just kind of puts it all back on you. Well, thanks. You're telling me I shouldn't feel bad about eating a bag of cookies. I don't know.
No, but I think that we give too much power to the food that we eat.
Yeah, exactly.
And
really.
it shouldn't be like, oh, we're eating good versus we're eating bad. Mm-hmm. We need to learn to eat to survive, mm-hmm. and to eat to maintain versus to eat to feel pleasure. Or to eat to feel guilt, or to eat to feel, a certain reaction.
But I still like to eat for pleasure. No, because there are times you're gonna go to a party, you're gonna go there are moments that call for eating for pleasure. I'm sorry, I can't. Those people that are just, health nuts, and they never splurge, or they never cheat, or whatever you want to call it. And that's the other thing too. I don't really call it cheating. But there are times where you're just going to eat because you feel like eating.
Exactly.
And who cares? It's there to me. It's not good or bad.
Yes, but you are also, for our viewers, you are also at a point to where you can distinguish the difference.
Okay.
And for those out there that may be beginning their journey or not even realizing that there is a difference.
Yeah, I see that.
Eating because you want to eat because you're pissed off, or you're upset, or you're sad, or to fill a void can be detrimental to their overall health.
That's true. I see what you're saying. You do have to learn to identify. But I don't know. I'm a foodie through and through.
No, and I think that we should all, I'm a foodie too. That's something me and my husband get our jollies off is, eating some really cool food. Hey, I'm going to be honest. We don't always get to have sex, so at least there's other means that we get to enjoy
food porn,
intimacy with each other.
Do you guys watch food porn together?
No, we don't watch it, but we enjoy it. What? I don't know.
You enjoy it separately?
No, just enjoy good food. You know what I mean.
No, I know. I do know. I know what you mean. Yeah.
But I think for those listeners out there that maybe not realize that, I mean, I'm lucky enough, given the training that I've had, to understand that I look for joy through food. Now, that's not saying that I binge out because I want to feel joy. What I'm saying is that joy brings a positive reaction, and food is a positive reaction, because there really isn't any negative, with the exception of maybe gaining weight or feeling uncomfortable at the moment.
Yeah.
Long term, yes, there are detrimental consequences to eating what you feel. But there is a point that I'm working at in my overall self-care that is understanding that food is a means to function and not necessarily a way to gain comfort.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You definitely don't want to always turn to food for pleasure or comfort. No, I totally get that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, this will be epic. So let's move on to our final question. What are you focusing on now for your body image as you grow older or more mature?
Okay. What am I focusing on now? Yeah,
because, in the beginning it was like that heroic chic, that Christina Aguilera, that, very thin, and then it became like the body yaddy yaddy, which was like Beyonce and J-Lo, and I'm sorry, by the way, BT Dubs, J-Lo just took her picture for her 49th birthday, flawless, I would kill to look like J-Lo at 49 at 36 years old. Not even a competition. And she wins, beats. Just to clarify that, she wins hands down.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
So I'll show you. Look, like seriously, J-Lo. I need to show you. But what are your body image goals now? Like, I don't even want to say goals, but what are your...
No, I know what you're saying. I guess, like, what's my focus when it comes to body image?
Yeah, exactly.
It depends on the day you ask me, but as of right now, I honestly have to say, and people are probably going to hate me for saying this, because I used to hate people who used to say this, 49. My body image doesn't really matter. Yeah, she looks great.
I know. It's like, that's what a 49-year-old could look like?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
We can look like that, too.
I didn't know. I didn't know that was achievable at 49.
Get a good tan and do some ab work?
Yeah, but that's not her tan. That's like her natural skin. She's caramel.
I don't know. My body image is one. I don't think about it nearly as much as I used to. I mean, I used to obsess about it at some points in my life. I just want to be healthy. I just want to be healthy. I want to be here for my children. I want to look good in my clothes, but that's about it. Again, if you had asked me this in my 20s, oh my gosh, I'd have some straight up answers for you. I'd have measurements ready for you. But I just, now in my 30s, it's just, my shift has changed, I guess. My priorities have changed. So as far as my body image, I just want to be strong. I want to be able to move around and to do what I need to do to keep my family, to have a good family life, a good work life. I love that at work I have the energy to just kind of go around, move around, and not be, done by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I want energy, I guess. I want to be energetic.
No, I get it.
Okay.
So I guess for me, asking that same question.
Okay.
I guess my ideal body image changed because I'm not comparing my body to others.
Oh, that's
in
a good
a
one.
way.
Yeah.
I mean, and I can't lie because in a way I do take into consideration other people that are older than me, hence J-Lo, who we just kind of talked about.
No, and that's good, yeah.
Or Ashley Graham, who's younger than me. But I'm not dictating my body image based off of what others have achieved for theirs. Because I understand that my body is not the same as both of those women, and that my body has the potential to be something great, but it may not look like what they have already dictated for their peak performance. So I think for me, and I am on a weight loss journey, and I am in the beginnings of working with a coach to get me on the right physical, and I don't want to say emotional because I'm working with a therapist, but I am going to start working with a coach on my...
Well, and it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, it all works together.
It all comes together. Yeah.
So I'm giving a 3-month time frame for myself to really kind of jumpstart and get me back on the process of being a healthy individual, putting my needs first versus my family. And I know that sounds selfish and horrible.
No,
to some extent it can.
No,
but at the same time, if I'm not 100%,
my mind does not
myself,
compute what you are saying.
I know. Well, yeah.
You have to put yourself first.
I know. It is something difficult for me. So putting myself first and, taking care of my health and if that affects my physicality, then it is what it is. But at the same time, I'm really looking at developing my self-care, and that includes my physical and well-being.
It sounds like you just want to be comfortable in your body.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Because I'll be honest, I am overweight. I'm not extremely... I don't think I'm at the overweight where it's like, oh my God.
You're not like morbidly obese.
Yeah.
You're not like
technically
dying.
To medical standards, I am obese. But to the physical appearance, I feel like if you see me, I don't look like I'm somebody that would be... Being tall has its benefits. Where when you gain 5 to 10 pounds, you really can't tell. But that's also a shortcoming because when you gain 20 to 30 pounds, then you can tell.
Yeah.
So I am overweight. I think it's noticeable, but at the same time, I don't look like I'm like a blob. Let's say that.
No, you don't. You have a really good figure.
Yeah, I still have a shape to my figure.
Yeah.
However,
you just, as far as I can see from an outsider looking in, it sounds like you just don't feel comfortable in your own skin at this point. The way your body is right now.
And after having babies and my stomach, honestly, my stomach is my biggest area.
Actually, you know what? I have to say, my husband and I were just talking about this. We talk a lot.
About my stomach?
No, about my stomach. But
okay.
No, I was telling him I've gotten to the point when I was in I never thought about it, but when I was younger and in my 20s, I always naturally held my stomach in.
Yeah.
Like, not sucking it in, just kind of, like, holding it taut.
I don't even know what that is anymore.
Well, exactly. And I never did either. Because, when you have children, you get to the point where you can't do that anymore. You have to, like, learn to just let it go.
Learn or you're forced?
Both. I mean, it's up to you how you want to look at it. But I still remember when I was first pregnant with my first son, at 5 months, I was like, oh my God. Like, and it felt so weird for me to just let my stomach go.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I finally have gotten to the point, and I didn't realize it till the other day, I'm holding my stomach in again.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't notice it. I'm not doing it on purpose.
No, but I think you using
the ball
chair. So we have ball chairs at work,
which I have not named yet.
Okay,
but apparently
so mine
you
is
have.
Jerome. I don't use Jerome every day because after 4 hours, I'm like, God, this hurts. Yeah.
Hence the reason I don't name mine.
You know what? I'm gonna name yours.
No, please don't. But no, I've been using this ball chair. It's basically a big bouncy ball on a rolly chair. I don't feel like it's doing anything for me, but
I think it is.
I guess it is. I mean,
I can give 4 hours to my ball chair.
I sit on mine all day, and I don't notice.
I really can't do all day. I can do at least 4 hours.
I feel like I just kind of like slump into mine, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it is doing something. But I'm apparently holding my stomach in. I've finally gotten back to that point.
I bet it's at that. Yeah.
But technically I'm still overweight. I might even be obese. I'm not even sure. The BMI's all effed up, though. You know that. It's so effed up. Who the hell knows? Whatever I am, I feel pretty good.
Again, and I guess that's where I want to be. I feel good.
Yeah.
At the weight that I am now, I don't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when I get a little bit healthier, and I am reaching out to a coach, and we'll be starting that process at least for the next 3 months to help keep me accountable. Because it's not necessarily that I don't know what to do.
Accountability buddy.
I know what to do. But if you're not accountable to anything, having those things don't mean at all. So having this person, this coach, come in and be making me accountable for my actions, I'm hoping will help me make a difference. So I'm telling you, our listeners, this is my plan. This is what I'm doing. So hopefully...
So you need to keep her accountable.
You will help me keep accountable. And I swear, I will help you guys be accountable too.
Yeah.
To do that, though, you need to make sure and like our podcast on whatever means that you are listening on, be it Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and we will definitely show the love back to you. Also, don't forget to like our Facebook page and leave us a comment. Let us know what it is for you and your body image. Are you, somebody that has had children?
Yeah.
And have you not have children and still deal with this pressure of what society places on women for body images? So let us know. Follow us on Facebook at Moms Wine Out. That's Moms Wine Out with 2 T's. And we definitely will want to listen to your feedback and respond. We want to hear from our viewers.
Please, yes. We
also,
would love that.
Let us know what you want to be called. Winos?
Oh, yeah.
Timeouters? I don't
Whiners.
know. Yeah, so we were thinking about it. So let us know what you feel.
What do we call?
We'll put a poll on our Facebook page for you guys to decide.
That's good. Awesome.
So, I don't know. I think that's about it for us on this
on body image. I'm sure we'll be coming back to this one.
Lumps.
Like I said,
it's never not going to be an issue.
You gotta ask me, like, depending on the day you ask me. If you ask me tomorrow, I might be like, bleh.
Yeah, honestly, because there's times where I'm like, I
want to cut my thigh off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but as of right now, maybe it's just the wine talking.
And that's beautiful. The beauty of Mom's Wine Out.
Right? Exactly.
So thank you for listening. Please remember to like us and to subscribe to us through whatever means it is that you listen to. So this is our cheers for now.
Yep. Cheers.
Dude,
I just wanted
that Fiona Apple video when she came out with her first song.
Yeah, Criminal.
Mm-hmm. She was just like perfect. Like, not perfect, but you know what I mean. Like, given the time and
yeah. No, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. At that time, yeah. But no, but you know what? She was perfect. She was perfect because that's
a criminal.
Whoa. Yeah, I thought I was the only one who sang on this podcast.
Oh, no, my friend. I can throw it down to get down, let's just say.
But no, she was perfect for whatever she was then. Oh my God.
We'll save that for the end. We're okay.
No, I don't think we can play that.
Okay.
I think we have to buy rights or something.
Oh, I can't afford that.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Neither of us can.
Okay, so I'll mimic it.
Oh no. Oh my God.